In today's video, we will discuss best movies and TV shows of Camila Mendes you must watch.
I've always wanted to make it on a bed full of money.
At number 1, we have The Perfect Date.
So, here's a question.
Yes, whatever it is, yes.
Will you go to formal with me?
Based on the novel The Stand-In by Steve Bloom, The Perfect Date is a Netflix romantic teen comedy. Directed by Chris Nelson and starring Noah Centineo in the lead role as Brooks, it tells the story of a high school senior who, in need for money for his dream college, decides to sell himself as a +1 boyfriend for whomever needs it. Although he plays a fake boyfriend on some occasions, he has his eyes set on the snobby Shelby, Mendes, who, after finding out about his job, completely loses interest in him. The film garnered quite the attention from audiences as it was viewed by 48 million households in its first 4 weeks of release. Despite being labeled as a typical rom-com, what sets it apart from others of the same category is its endearing lead actors who keep the story going.
Hold on, wait, you guys have another formal? How many formals does your school have?
As many are needed to fund the new stables.
At number 2, we have The New Romantic.
I have made $67,000 in gifts.
Am I a prostitute? No.
Written and directed by Carly Stone, The New Romantic is a Canadian romantic comedy drama starring Jessica Barden in the lead role. It revolves around a journalism student who gets attention after writing a column about her experience as a sugar baby. Mendes also plays a fellow sugar baby who gets interviewed for the paper column and ends up befriending the lead girl. Although the film received limited release, it was met with positive reviews and praise for its acting performances. It discusses the difference between being a sugar baby and sex work and how sexual intimacy plays into all of it.
Maybe relationships aren't supposed to be for love, but for survival.
At number 3, we have Riverdale.
Veronica, I love you. And there's nothing you could ever say that would change that, or make me regret being with you, or scare me away.
Based on the characters of Archie comics, although it started as a teenage crime series, Riverdale has turned into a supernatural horror series. The CW TV show is precisely what has helped Mendes to make a name for herself in the acting world, with her leading performance of former It Girl Veronica Lodge. The latest, 6th, season is a far cry from the first season that revolved around a teenager who was mysteriously murdered, which forced other teenagers get involved with the case. Although the show has been somewhat of a joke on social media, with all the unexpected and out-of-context events that happen in it, Veronica has remained audiences' favorite character to this day. She's sassy, seductive, and her own person. We'll see what the final 7th season has in store for her.
No. You are not breaking up with me tonight, Archie Andrews.
Ronnie,
Archie, I am not letting my dad take away the one thing that I love.
At number 4, we have Coyote Lake.
Those poor people, left for dead by those coyotes, and the coyotes we let in our house.
Directed and written by Sarah Seligman, Coyote Lake is a psychological thriller starring Mendes, Charlie Weber, and Adriana Barraza in the lead roles. The plot focuses on a woman named Teresa and her daughter Esther, who live outside of society, run a bed and breakfast guest house where they drug and kill the visitors. However, when 2 drug dealers come by to stay at the accommodation, Esther sees a way to finally escape her overbearing mother. It's a movie that truly allowed Mendes to show her acting skills. It has clean cinematography, great acting even outside of Mendes, and the plot stays intriguing until the end. Esther's character is completely on the opposite end of the spectrum compared to Veronica and Riverdale, and it provides a space for Mendes to showcase the complexity of her skills as an actor.
You're gonna die if you don't leave right now. Amy.
she's hiding something from you.
At number 5, we have Do Revenge. We have to mention Mendes' most recent project that released on Netflix just this September, Do Revenge. Directed by Jennifer Caitlin Robinson, the movie is a teen black comedy starring Mendes and Maya Hawke in the lead roles as Dree and Eleanor. After getting outcast by their peers, they decide to join forces and go after everyone who has ever done them wrong. What some of you may not know is that the concept was loosely inspired by Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train. It focuses on the evil side of women, ones that decide to take matters into their own hands and freely express their female rage. Despite all the praise, the movie received some dissatisfied reactions from the audience for completely ignoring the actress's chemistry and not making their relationship romantic.
We should team up
and do each other's revenge. Don't you want to make her pay?
At number 6, we have Palm Springs.
May I cut in?
It's the first dance.
And that's a deal breaker?
Directed by Max Barbacow, Palm Springs is a science fiction romantic comedy starring Andy Samberg, Kristen Milioti, and J.K. Simmons in the lead roles. It's about strangers who happen to meet at a wedding in Palm Springs, only to get stuck in a time loop. Mendes plays the bride of the wedding and a half-sister of the main character Sarah, Milioti. The movie was highly praised for the cast performances, as well as for a great execution of the concept. It heavily focuses on nihilism and the difficulty of finding purpose when your life repeats itself over and over again. It will definitely make you cry, but in a good way.
Here you are, standing on the precipice of something so much bigger than anyone here. But always remember, you are not alone.
Do let us know your favorite in comment section. That's all for today. We will see you next time.